Hey YouTube, BR Tidwell 55 here. Wanted to talk to you about an experience I had today, and hopefully that will lead into some education. I had gone to the range this morning, got there bright and early, did my shooting, was finished, went into town to get something to eat at a local cafe I like to visit, and I was open carrying my sidearm, this gun right here. This is a auto ordinance 1911, uh, and I was carrying it. Well, except it was loaded. I've already cleared for purposes of this video. I cleared the weapon, but anyway, I was carrying it, magazine inserted, round in the chamber, hammer cocked, safety engaged. One of the other patrons said, "Excuse me, sir, but did you know your weapon is cocked?" I said, "Yes, sir. That's the way you're supposed to carry it." And it is the way you're supposed to carry a 1911. Uh, it's actually the safest way to carry a 1911. I'll explain why. There are three conditions for carrying a 1911. Conditions 1, 2, and 3. Condition 1 simply means you have a magazine inserted, round in the chamber, manual safety engaged. Condition 2 is, go ahead and set this up. Condition 2 is magazine inserted, round in the chamber, hammer down on a loaded chamber. Condition 3 is magazine inserted, no round chamber, hammer down. Okay, well, it might sound like condition 3 is the safest way to carry your weapon, a sidearm like this. It's not, because should you need that weapon for a defensive situation, you have to draw it, you have to rack the slide, and bring it up on target in order to get the pistol into the fight. That's in the time that it's taken you to draw, rack that slide, and get on target, you might already be dead. So, condition 3, not optimal. Condition 2, where you have the hammer down on a loaded chamber, is also not optimal. One, because on a 1911, it's impossible to engage the manual safety when the hammer is down. 2, in order to get that hammer down, you have to very slowly pull that trigger and let the hammer let the hammer come down the rest position. That is a recipe for having a negligent discharge. So getting it into that condition simply isn't safe. The third reason it's not safe: should that weapon come, or should that pistol come out of your holster for whatever reason, you drop it on a hammer. Modern 1911s, which are supposed to have the disconnector, it won't happen. But on older ones like bone stock 1911 A nothing, just 1911s, they don't have that. That hammer could strike that firing pin. You could have a negligent discharge. So condition 2, definitely not recommended. The reason why condition 1, and I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it. I'm going to send danger the pistol up. Safety is engaged. The reason why that is the safest way to carry the pistol is because when you're carrying it like this, should you need to draw your pistol, all you have to do is when you come up on your draw, snick that safety off. With the safety off, you have a good firm grip on the grip safety. When you press that trigger, you're in the fight. And honestly, that is the only. There are 3 things that have to happen for this gun to discharge. This manual safety has to be disengaged. You have to have a firm grip on the grip safety, and then that will release the trigger, or that will release all the internal safeties, and then you can squeeze the trigger and engage. But that's the only way this gun's going to fire. The manual safety has to be off. The grip safety has to be disengaged. So with this thing, with this manual safety engaged, there is no way that hammer's going to fall. Unless there is something wrong internally damaged with the gun, which you should know when you do proper maintenance and safety checks on it. With this engaged, there's no way that hammer's going to fall. And with this engaged, there is no way this gun is going to fire unless you make it fire. So, condition 1, that's the best way to carry a 1911. Now, I know I'll probably get some comments. Well, what are you doing carrying? Why are you open carrying? Different topic for a video. Let's just say I live in a place where I can, so I do. And you'll probably deride my choice of a 1911. You say it's obsolete. I say it's an elegant weapon from a more civilized age. And that's all I've got for today's little rant video. See you next time.